So I'm out here doing some light training today, and I wanted to make a video talking a little bit about the difference between concealment and cover and how to shoot from cover and concealment. Now, to start with, we have to recognize the difference between cover and concealment. Cover normally is something that you can get behind that you believe would reasonably stop whatever's being shot at you. Now, many people would say, and I somewhat subscribe to this, that cover is a myth because there's very little out there that won't go through something. There's very large caliber rounds that will go through engine blocks, that will go through buildings and things like that. But for the most part, cover is something that you reasonably think will stop whatever's being shot at you. And for instance, the engine block of my truck. The front end of a truck or a vehicle is a good place to find cover. The tail end of a truck, where it's just the bed, is not a good place to find cover. There's just a ton of different rounds that will go right through both sides of a truck. Most intermediate cartridge rounds will do so. Now, concealment would be something like this bush behind me. That would be concealment. There is no reasonable suspicion that that's going to stop any amount of ammo that's coming your way, and you're using it basically just to hide yourself a little bit in order to maybe get to cover or move to another point of concealment and things of that nature. But concealment is just that. It's concealing yourself. It is not, you're hiding yourself. You are not standing behind it because you think it's bulletproof. Now, many times you'll see on YouTube and in movies and stuff like that, you'll see people that are standing back from cover to shoot, or standing, getting right up on and hugging the piece of cover in order to shoot. And there's reasons for that. There's reasons to stand far and near from it, and I'll explain those to you. Now, when it comes to standing close to your piece of cover, this is going to be a really good place for you to be in mainly an urban environment. And the reason being is because if you're standing back from your piece of cover, what you have, whether you're on a knee or not, I'm just standing here, is you have buildings. You're usually surrounded by buildings in an urban environment, and people with high vantage points will be able to see down across the crest of your truck, a dumpster, whatever it is you're hiding behind. But people will be able to see down beyond that crest of your cover if you're back here, right? So, especially in an urban environment, you're going to want to stay close to your piece of cover because you help break that line of sight, and you get in here behind it like that. Now, in more of a flat plain environment, it's like something out here in the flat desert, you can use standing back from it and have a little bit more room to move and work and move around. Because unless you have a mountain, which is behind the camera right now, unless you have a mountain nearby where you think somebody's at, the line of sight of the people shooting at you, the line of sight of people attacking you, is flat. And so this plane here, instead of an angled plane, this plane here is their line of sight. So anywhere behind here, as long as your head is below that plane, they can't see you. But again, still using the front of the car or the front of the truck with the engine block in front of you as your cover. Now, with all that being said, the one thing that I would always suggest you not do, unless you have no choice, is to pop your head above your cover and concealment. You are the most exposed at that point, and it's a pretty vital organ, your head. That's why you come out from the sides, from left side or right side, or in a vehicle, especially if you have a flat plane, shooting from underneath the vehicle, using the tire and engine, this area right here, as your cover. Now, with concealment, all the same rules apply. Like this bush behind me, all the same rules apply as far as being close to it or being far away from it. However, from concealment, you're going to want to shoot as little as possible because you're using it to hide, and you can't rely on it stopping anything being shot at you. And so, unless you have to shoot from your concealment, don't. Now, if you're using your concealment as camouflage, you don't want to stand, no matter how close you are, or kneel down, no matter how close you are, how far you are from it, you want to be in it. You want to actually get inside the bush as much as possible because you're using it as camouflage. And people that may walk by have a better chance of passing by you than if you're just behind it and the only way you're covered or the only way you're concealed from them is from that point of view. From the sides and back, you're completely exposed. Now, these are just general rules, I guess, or general practice when it comes to shooting from cover and concealment. Now, it all works the same with a rifle as well, but scenario-based, depending on where you are, like I said, most people are in an urban environment, so you'll find yourself utilizing being closer to your cover than farther away. But then again, the amount of people that may be attacking you, the amount of people you may be fending off or defending yourself against will also vary, and that will vary on how you do things. Like I said, this is generalized for people just learning this stuff. Now, I hope you learned something, and if you like these kind of videos, let me know, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for listening.